You know when it gets to that time of the day, whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, and you want a little something sweet? Now, you can go into the pantry and rip into a packet of biscuits, or you can make your own. This is a really simple one, and believe me, once you've made it once, you'll be making it every week. Now, it starts with some Australian oats, and I love using Australian products. These are fantastic oats. Great flavour, and when it's Australian, you know it's going to be good. So I'll pop these over here. A cup of that goes straight into my Maggi mix, and I'm going to put some chocolate in here as well. I'm using dark chocolate. You can use whatever chocolate you like. I'm using some walnuts that have been toasted. In they go. That'll give it a great flavour as well. And a little bit of bicarb to help it brown and give it just a tiny bit of lift. Now, I'm using wholemeal flour. You're probably thinking, Richo, you've gone soft on me. I like wholemeal flour. It's got a lovely flavour to it. And that oats and the wholemeal together have a really nutty, wholesome flavour. In that goes as well some butter that's been melted. Pour that in. And that's about 1/4 cup that goes in there. Some brown sugar to make it wholesome and a little bit sweet. And if you notice, I'm not using a lot of sugar. You'll find the oats are actually quite naturally sweet. That's why I like them so much. Now, some buttermilk, about 1/2 cup of buttermilk straight in there like that. And then all I need to do is pop the lid straight on the top. Maybe a pinch of salt just to make it delicious. You know I like salt in everything. On goes the lid. I just pulse that around till it all starts to come together. I'll throw it on the board here and show you how to make these biscuits. There you go, a little pulse, a little bit of a whiz around, and it doesn't take long until you've got this lovely biscuit dough that's ready to put together. I'm just going to tip it straight out onto the board here like that, and with a little spatula, I make sure I get all the last little bits out of here. You don't want to waste anything. Now you can see I've got a biscuit tray here, or baking tray, that's already lined with Glad Bake, so we just need to put it together. At this stage here, you might want to just have a little bit of a knead to make sure it's mixed beautifully. That's mixed beautifully, so we're ready to go. Now, you can cut these biscuits to any portion you like. What I like to do is roll them into little balls like this, pop a few onto the tray, and then just before I put them into the oven, I go around with 2 fingers like this, my 2-finger knuckle technique, and push them down. Look at that, gorilla finger biscuits, that's what I'll call them. I'll roll the rest of these out, pop them onto the tray, put them in the oven. They take about 15 to 20 minutes to cook, and they'll be nice and golden and really tasty. Gorilla biscuits, what a great invention. Okay, last one on there. Gorilla fingers come out. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can do that, push them all the way down, and make the sound effects as well. I believe it helps the biscuits taste a lot more authentic. Gives it that little bit of gorilla essence. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, once you've done these, it's just a matter of putting them in the oven, baking them, let them cool down a little bit. What a cracker. Little bit of icing sugar on top. Best looking gorilla finger biscuits I've ever seen. Lovely bits of oats in there, a little bit of chocolate, lovely flavour. I'm just going to break that apart there. It's still pretty hot. It looks good, doesn't it? It smells fantastic. That is really delicious.